G'day, Peter here from Practice Advantage. This month, our newsletter is the summer edition of Wealth and Super Matters. Wealth and Super Matters, for those of you that subscribe already know this. This is our newsletter that comes out every quarter, and we talk about SMSF issues, overall superannuation issues, and wealth creation issues with a primary focus on property when it comes to wealth creation, because we understand that many of you aren't actually financial planners. In our newsletter this quarter, our opening article is around the new laws to do with divorce and the tax office now being allowed to divulge information to the family court regarding a person's superannuation balances. So you can't hide your superannuation balance from your divorcing spouse anymore. Over the page, our first article is on transferring your property from yourself to your superannuation fund, and here we talk about what's required to do it. So it needs to be business real property in most instances. There could be capital gains tax when you transfer it, and in some states there is a stamp duty exemption, and for others you'll have to pay stamp duty when you transfer it. We then do a little article just to stimulate some thought around paying superannuation or paying the mortgage, particularly towards people that are close to retirement. Do they take a heap of money out of super and pay it off the mortgage or not? We don't actually give them the answer. We tell them that they should consider it. What happens if you die without a will? We're just letting people know that if you die intestate, you'll be governed by your intestacy laws of your particular state, and that will direct where your estate goes. Obviously trying to get people to think about making a will. As you know, stapled super funds are in from the 1st of November, and we're letting everybody know about stapled super funds and what it means, so that, you know, if you're moving jobs, your super fund follows you. If you're an employer and you employ people, you now need to check to see if they have a stapled super fund, and after you've provided them with choice of super fund, the next is to apply to the tax office to see if they have a stapled super fund, and if they do, then you must pay into that stapled super fund. And then we've got just a little article just reminding people that they need to have their super paid, and just to make sure that they're getting super paid into their super fund. It's no sense finding out 2 years later that you haven't had your super paid. On the back page, many of your clients will have SMSFs with a corporate trustee, but they don't have a business, so they're probably not reading the business press. So we've got an article on director identification numbers. What I did there was I applied for my own director identification number, and I just put in writing what I had to do to get my DIN or DIN, whatever you want to call it, and then an article around what are negative interest rates. Australia's at 0.1%, but other countries, Germany, Italy, Japan, are actually running with negative interest rates at the moment. So your clients might be reading that in the press. So we've just got a short article for them to read as well. So it's 4 pages, Wealth and Super Matters, comes out every quarter. Remember that this goes with Business and Profit Matters every quarter, which is geared towards business owners, and then Tax Matters that comes out every quarter, which are all about taxation issues. So the 3 of them together allow a firm to have a newsletter come out every month of the year, 3 different topics. If you're interested in knowing more about our newsletters, then please click on the button below, and you can have a look at all of our packages.